Day 28 of the 30-day split challenge. Oh my gosh, I'm realizing that this pile is just so in the way. But you know what? Tomorrow it's not going to be there because I'm putting everything in the van today after this. Yeah, welcome back. I'm so excited and grateful that you're here. Thank you for joining me. We are almost done. We're almost done with the 30-day split challenge, and I can't believe that it just came and went so quickly. Remember that you can come back to this challenge as many times as you want. Okay, this is not just a one-time thing that you can do and forget about. You can always come back and you can utilize these practices, these videos. You can pick whichever ones are your favorites and just watch over those, or you can go through the whole 30 days. Let me think if I have any announcements, anything that you need. Just bring blocks like normal. I might use a strap. I'm pretty sure that's it. So let's go ahead and just start on our mats. We're going to start standing. I've been really enjoying warming us up with some sun cells to begin. Just go ahead and take your feet together, toes open nice and wide, and start drawing some energy from the center of the earth all the way up to the crown of the head. If you want to put on some sweatpants or turn your AC off and begin waking up the heat in your body or in your environment. Allow the breath to soften, lengthen. Allow your awareness to center, just fully arriving here. And on the next breath in, we're going to take the arms out and up. And then as we exhale, we're going to fold, hinging at those hips. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine, flat back. Exhale, fold. And let's go ahead and take our feet about hip distance apart here, and we're just going to allow this forward fold to just gently melt any tension, any worry, any stress off of the body. Allowing your knees to be as bent as they need to be, or maybe actively trying to work them towards straight. Breathing in here, and then breathing out. On the next breath in, let's take our toes out to the side. We're going to meet in a yogi squat. You can stay in this squat. You can rock side to side. Or, you know where we're about to go. You know we're about to go there. We're on day 28. I know you know. We're going to move back into a forward fold, yeah? We're going to allow our feet to follow our knees in these folds. I literally just got out of a yoga class, so my body doesn't want more movement, but I assume yours probably does. So feel free to keep moving back and forth between the yogi squat and the forward folds for about 5 more deep intentional breaths. Just start waking up the body, inviting some heat in through the muscles, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Taking 2 more breaths, either moving or finding stillness. And after that last breath, let's go ahead and plant the hands down on the ground. We're going to take the right foot to the back of the mat, and we're going to turn the left toes so that they're facing forward, meeting in lizard lunge. Now allow yourself to adjust as much as you need to. Maybe you rock your weight forwards and backwards as if you were a saw on a log. Maybe you drop your right knee down to the ground, place your right foot down, and you just hang out here. Maybe you have your hands on blocks. Wherever you are, we're breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and tuck those back toes, lift up the knee, and we're going to shift our weight all the way into the right in a Skandasana or skater pose. Now you can stay here in the Skandasana or skater, or you can move back and forth between sides. I highly recommend movement to get those muscles nice and warm. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. My body is really dead, so I'm not going to move back and forth, but I'm going to invite you to choose whatever it is that your body needs today. And since yesterday was a chill day, I could almost assume that today might be a day of a little more fire. Just moving back and forth between your skater from left side to right for 2 more breaths. And after your last breath, go ahead and come up to standing. We're going to take our arms out and up. Big inhale. Take your hands to heart center. Big exhale. Then we're going to take our toes either parallel with each other or very slightly pigeon-toed. And we're going to go into a wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padasana. So go ahead and hinge at the hips. Lean everything forward. Once you get there, you can either lift up halfway on the inhale. Exhale, fold. You can grab opposite elbows and let the arms hang heavy. You can rock side to side. Or you can place the hands on the ground if you want some more. You can bend those elbows to really press and pull that weight forward so that you can get a deeper stretch in your hamstring. Wherever you are, remembering to breathe. Slow, deep, intentional breaths. And whenever you're ready, we're going to come all the way up to standing. We're going to take our toes to face outward and we're going to move into a goddess pose. Taking a nice big inhale here. Cactus your arms. Draw those shoulder blades together at the back and then bend the knees. Get really deep in those hips. Now imagine that you're pulling your knees out back behind you and you're pulling your elbows behind you as well. Opening up as wide as you can. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Let's just go ahead and bring our feet together. And we're going to place our weight into our right foot. Notice how I'm opening my toes really wide as if they're all gripping onto the mat on my right foot. And I'm shifting my weight into my right leg. Now, you can stay just like this and turn the left foot out to the left. You can place that ankle on the knee. You can skip the knee or go over on the thigh. Up to you for how you want to do your tree pose. You can keep your hands at heart center, or you can grow branches, or if you want to work a little more, you can do a floating tree as you just actively draw that left knee back behind you. Same thing we were doing in the goddess for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Shake out both of the legs and then meet at the front of the mat. We're going to take our arms out and up. Big inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's walk our feet out, heel toe them. We're going to meet in a yogi squat. Now, choose your own adventure, yogi's choice. I'm going to give you about 5 or a little more than 5 breaths. You can find stillness or you can find movement. The more movement you take, moving back and forth from a forward fold to a yogi squat, etc., is going to get your body more warm, which will allow you to go more deep into the deep stretch that we're going to do at the end of practice. And I really want you to honor your body, follow your breath. If you're moving, taking 2 more. And after the last 2, go ahead and plant your hands on the ground. We're going to send the left foot to the back of the mat, meeting in a lizard lunge. You can rock your weight forward and backward like we did on the front. Or the other side. You can place your back knee down. Gaze up. You can place your hands on blocks if that feels good for you. Breathing in and out through the nose. Steady breaths. Whenever you're ready, we're going to tuck those back toes, lift up that knee, and we're going to rock our weight to the back until we meet in a Skandasana at the back of the mat. I'm just going to turn around. And then you can rock forwards and backwards from one side to the other, just inviting more movement and engaging that fire. I'll call you back when it's time. So just give yourself the time and the space to follow your own flow, follow your own breathing. You don't have to only follow what I'm doing. I really want you to listen to your body and understand that if you want to go deep today on day 28, we're on day 28 of the 30-day split challenge. You want to go deep on day 28, get your body warm. And I also just want to practice by setting an example of honoring my body. Because I've moved enough today specifically. All right, whenever you're done with that, go ahead and come all the way up to stand. Big breath in, arms out and up. Big exhale. Bring those hands through heart center. We're going to take a wide-legged fold again. So keep those toes either parallel with one another or very slightly pigeon-toed. We're going to take a big inhale together and then exhale, fold. Taking either the same variation you did on that side or another variation, whatever feels good for you. Maybe you take your fingers and you bring them in alignment with your toes and you bend those elbows back, and then that allows you to press your weight a little bit farther forward so that you can deepen your stretch. Maybe you take a yogi toe lock, take the elbows out to the side to deepen the stretch. Maybe you don't want to deepen the stretch. That's okay. Maybe you want more movement. Maybe you bend your knees and straighten them and bend them and straighten them. Maybe you rock side to side more. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come all the way up to standing. Take the toes out to the side, moving into goddess pose. Let's go ahead and cactus the arms first. Big inhale here. And then on the exhale, bend those knees, sink low in the hips. And I want you to imagine that you're taking a very slight tuck of the pelvis. Like we're not poking our butt out. We're like neutral, very almost slight tuck here. And sink a little lower. Let's do some dips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Go lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Let's go ahead and bring our feet together. Last time we did the right leg, so let's do the left this time. Notice how I'm opening my toes really wide and I'm gripping onto the mat with all the corners of my feet. I'm shifting my weight into my left leg. And taking your variation, you can keep your hands at heart center. You can grow branches. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Maybe you have a kickstand. Maybe you have this version of tree, this version of tree. Or maybe you have a floating tree as you keep your right knee extended out to the right. Just drawing that right knee out past behind you, if you can think about that. And then release, coming down. Let's shake everything out and meet at the front of the mat. Big inhale, arms out and up. Big exhale, fold forward. Now we're going to hang out in this forward fold for a couple breaths. You can just allow your knees to bend and grab opposite elbows if that feels good for you. Maybe you start finding more and more flexibility with each breath. Maybe you start straightening your legs a bit, remembering to keep that length in the hamstring. Maybe you take peace fingers around your big toes. Big inhale, half lift, and then exhale, fold. Maybe you pull those hamstrings so you can get a deeper stretch here. Same thing we did in the wide-legged fold. Or maybe you want gorilla. Maybe you want to step on your palms and allow your toes to gently massage your wrists. And in this pose, you're also drawing those elbows out to the left and right to get a deeper stretch. Maybe you place one hand down by your face and the other hand up in the air, bending the knee that correlates with the bottom hand. Maybe you switch. Let's go ahead and meet in a yogi squat. Now again, you can take the yogi squat back and forth, making sure that your toes and your knees are facing the same direction. You can keep your toes out, yogi squat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, yogi squat. Exhale, forward fold. And take a couple of rounds of those. Or you can find stillness in your yogi squat. Let's go ahead and plant the hands. Send the right foot back, lizard. You can bend the knee, lay it on the ground. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And let's go ahead and tuck our back toes, meet in Skandasana at the back of the mat. We've been here before today. We're going to do the same sequence twice. Coming back and forth. Do about 3 more on your own. Making sure to keep these extended legs, toes flexed towards the face. And after you've done your last 3, coming all the way up, big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Take those toes either parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. Big inhale here. Big exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold, Prasarita Padasana. Then we're going to slowly roll all the way up to standing. Take goddess, cactus those arms, take those toes out side to side. And then draw your knees to the back for 5, 4, sink lower, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up, big inhale. Bring your feet together. Right foot tree or floating tree, up to you. Go ahead and release. Shake out both legs, and we're going to do the other side. Come to the front of the mat. Take a nice big breath in, arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, go ahead and take the toes out to the side and come into a yogi squat. Breathing in through the nose here and out through the nose. And if you're still not warm, you know where to go. Moving back and forth between a yogi squat and a forward fold. If you need to take a water break, please feel free. You know, they say, change your water, change your life. Change your water, change your life. Hydration is so important for muscle recovery and flexibility and keeping these muscles nice and limber and flexible and loose. If you are dehydrated and you're trying to do all these deep stretches, you're much more likely to get injured. So hydration is key. All right, we're gonna place our hands on the ground. We're gonna take that left foot to the back of the mat. Same thing we did on the other side. Lizard, maybe big breath in here, gaze up, drop the back leg. And take a couple moments here to breathe. Really sink in those hips. And then we're going to meet tucking the toes, Skandasana, back of the mat. And then just rocking back and forth, Skandasana from one side of the mat to the other. Until you come all the way up to standing. Big inhale, arms up. Big exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to take a wide-legged fold now. You can keep your hands on your hips or any other variation that feels good for you as you bend all the way forward, hinging at those hips. You can take the peace fingers around the big toe. You can place your hands in front of your face, drawing your elbows backwards. Anything that you do to allow yourself to deepen the stretch in your hamstrings and your hips. And then slowly come all the way up to standing. Take your toes out to the side. Cactus those arms, draw the elbows back. And bend in those knees. If you want to lift up onto your toes here, you can. Sink a little deeper. A little deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Yeah. And now let's go ahead and take tree on the other side. So opening your toes nice and wide. You can take the kickstand method, the low tree, regular tree, or floating tree. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And then release. Shake everything out. Meet at the front of the mat. And just go ahead and plant the hands. We're going to walk back to a downward facing dog. Just go ahead and lift up high on the toes. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lower those heels. Another time, lifting up high. Big breath. Another big exhale through the mouth. Let everything go. Good. Let's take that left leg up to the sky. You can bend the knee. Make some circles in those hips. And we're going to place that left leg outside of the left hand, meeting in lizard one more time. This time, allow yourself to go as deep as you want, just settling in. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to come up, plant those hands, tuck the back toes, lift everything back into a three-legged dog. Maybe you shake out that leg. And we're just going to switch sides. So take the right leg up, three-legged dog. Maybe make some circles in the ankle. Make some circles in the hip. Three-legged dog, extend. And then take that right foot outside of the right hand. You can sink everything down into this lizard lunge. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And allowing everything to settle here. Maybe coming down to your forearms. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and come up. Plant those hands. Tuck the back toe. We're going to meet in a three-legged dog with the right leg in the sky. Oh, go ahead and shake it out. And we're going to just come down to our knees. And yeah, it's time for our deep stretch. We're gonna hold a straddle or middle split for about 2 whole minutes. And let me see what time it is. Yeah, let's do 2 minutes. We can do both sides. If you want to start with a frog, you can start in frog, hold the frog for 2 minutes, and then go into the straddle, and then hold the straddle for 2 minutes. You can do the straddle split, literally the same thing 2 times, or you can do over splits, one on each side. I'm not really in the mood to do over splits today, if I'm being quite honest. I'm probably going to go frog. I really, really want to honor my body. And so I want to highlight to you how important it is to honor your body. However you feel today is absolutely perfect because we are on divine timing, right? And this is what the universe and you want for you and for your body today. So if there's one thing that you get from this practice outside of becoming more flexible and more confident in your ability to do your split, I really want you to be able to tune in to what your body needs. Okay. So keep that in mind. I'm going to be using blocks because today my body wants me to be more gentle. And whenever you're ready, you can assume the position. If you're going into the straddle, I want you to make sure that your feet and your legs are active. Your knees and your toes are facing the same direction. You're coming all the way here and you're imagining that whatever part of you is touching the ground is pushing the ground away. Okay? I will be doing the straddle second. So I'm going to start with frog. If you're going into frog, make sure that you've got your feet flexed. You've got your feet and your ankles making like a 90-degree angle. Your knees and your hips are making like a 90-degree angle, right? And then all of those points that are pressing into the ground, imagine that they're pushing the ground away from you, okay? So whenever you're ready, get into position and we'll start the 2-minute timer now. And just making sure to check on your body, make sure that it's in the right place. I think it's sometimes easy to like get in the pose and forget. And when you get there, asking yourself, how can I soften? Where can I soften? Can I relax my shoulders? Can I relax my collarbones? Can I relax my face? Can I soften my breathing? And with each inhale, maybe finding strength. And with each exhale, maybe finding depth. You got 30 seconds left. How can you lock in for the last 30 seconds? Can you stay just as committed as the first 30 seconds? Like we're on day 28, can you stay as committed as you were on day 1 or on day 8? All right, it's time. Go ahead and come out slowly. Oof. Maybe you take your legs about hip distance apart. Bend your knees. Take your feet to the sky and gently rock them side to side. Whenever you're ready, release. We're just going to roll over onto our backs. And we're going to take our feet mat distance apart and knees together. We're just going to sit here for a couple breaths. And then we'll go at it again and we'll do the middle split or frog again for 2 minutes. I like to think that our bodies are alchemy, just like alchemizing all the emotions, feelings, and thoughts. And when we move and when we sweat and when we breathe, we allow all those things to really like release. As if you're putting wood in the fireplace and the body is the fireplace. We just turn it into ashes. There's no more wood there. Taking one more nice deep breath here. And a big exhale. Release that breath. Let's go ahead and come up. We're going to do one more time. I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going to do this, the full middle split, or if I'm just going to go for a second frog. So choose your own adventure. You can choose a second frog. You can go middle split. You can do the other side if you've done an over split by placing one block under one leg. The choice is yours. And yeah, I think I'm going to go frog again. I just really need to honor my body today. So choose your own adventure. And I will start the timer as soon as we're set up. So go ahead and take a look at your feet and your knees. If you're in the straddle, go ahead and make sure that your feet and your hips are in alignment. Your feet, I like to keep them flexed. Make sure they're facing the same direction as your knees so they're not facing up if your knees are facing forward. And then whenever you get there, just go ahead and allow yourself to sink in and go. Remembering to keep your feet flexed and press the ground away. And if you want to adjust so that you can get a little deeper, feel free to do that. We got about 1 minute left. And asking yourself, where can I soften? And whenever you're ready, slowly release, coming out. You can sit up or lay down, just taking your Feet pretty wide, knees up to the sky. We're going to gently rock our knees from side to side. Very gentle movement. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and come to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Bring your hands to heart center. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose one last time together. Loka Samasta Sakina Bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Namaste. I'm really grateful and excited that we've been together on this journey for 28 days. Yeah, there's really nothing else that I have to say today. I'm kind of brain dead because I went to yoga before this. So if you want to work more, just rewatch today's video. Go watch the video from 2 days ago. I know we worked that day. If you're like, nah, my body needs a rest too, I want you to honor that as well. Just because we're making it all the way to the end doesn't mean you need to push yourself past the point of no return now. Like, we're still honoring our body. We're still locked in the routine. We're still stretching our hamstrings, our hips. We're getting deep in our stretch. Today I did 2 frog poses, and I think that a lot of people struggle with honoring their body because they let themselves slack. And I sometimes struggle with honoring my body because I want to do more work even when my body says no. So it's really a balance, and I want you to be able to feel that line. At what point can I push myself, and at what point should I lean back a little and like hang low and like let loose? It's really about finding that edge and knowing when to push the edge and when to release from the edge. And so it's a journey, it's a practice, and like 30 minutes a day for 30 days is a good start. But yoga is a forever journey. And I know some people get bored and they're like, yoga is boring, blah, blah, blah. It's not that boring when you can really get into the practice and you're really listening to your body. I would be bored if I wasn't thinking anything at all and there was just blankness going on and like meditation music, and I'm supposed to like move and breathe and hold a warrior two for 5 minutes. Yeah, I would be bored. But once you know what to think about in each pose, like, oh, am I grounding my foot? Am I lifting up my inner arch? Am I activating my inner thighs? Are my shoulders up to my ears? Those little things start to give you things to think about in your practice. And once you get all of those little adjustments down and you have the proper alignment, then you can sit in the pose and you can challenge yourself to be fully present in it. And that's why yoga is so exciting, because what other time and place do we have to like really truly tune into ourselves and our bodies? Like, I really don't see another time or place. I mean, you can tune into yourself during like workouts and things, but this is just so intentional and so focused that I love yoga. It's my first love, and I'm so grateful to share it with you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and for practicing your splits together. I'm so proud of you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Make sure you're freaking hydrating, okay? Do not be dehydrated. Change your water, change your life. Let me know if you want to talk about more water stuff. We can nerd out together, and make sure you're getting lots of rest. Rest, water, be nice to yourself, journal. Hip openers, they bring out a lot of emotions and things. So make sure that you are journaling and taking good care of yourself and speaking nicely to yourself. All right, that's it. Love you. See you tomorrow. Happy day 28. And tomorrow we'll be back for day 29.